Hello guys, this is the second node for City Villain and I'm gonna showcase it a little bit, just the ending of it. I brought 3 Sinister 6 and the 2 Hive Mind. Yes, I'm gonna push here. It's kinda a little bit annoying. Survive. Okay, that's probably that. Yeah. Okay. Where is someone? I'm gonna kill Ella here. Yeah. As you can see, it's a hive mind, so Craven did do something. Yeah, it's the last node. Let's throw it. Okay. Yeah, that's it. So let's go and quickly show the team. First of all, this was the first node. It took me 3 attacks, and the second, no, this took me 2 attacks, and the second took me 3. I believe that if you are willing to reset each node to like 20 to 50 times, or maybe you have everyone maxed out because mine aren't, this would one shot. Let's go City Villain. Okay, so we have City Villain non-legendary. As you can see, my team isn't like maxed out. Everyone is at 2 red. He doesn't have the D4 and is not geared till 19. He doesn't have this D4 and is not geared till 19. He doesn't have this D4 but he is geared till 19. Only he has all the D4 done. And he is missing this C4. I didn't do it originally because deflect is one more buff and they were kinda giving speed bar to super scroll opponents. Yeah. So Carnage and Red Goblin were amazing. The 30% speed bar that Carnage gives to himself and to Red Goblin that does a lot of damage. And then you also have a when a Hive-Mind ally drops below 50% max health, Red Goblin gets 30% speed bar. You have the possibility of revive, Carnage stones. Well, Red Goblin puts stones on Carnage, then Carnage might die, and Red Goblin will revive him once. And there is 2 Hellas in the second node that you can abuse if you want to keep giving speed bar to your team. Vulture at the beginning of the second node, there is I think a Spider-Man big time that because Vulture has two superior 6 in the team. With him, he flips the speed up and gives speed up to his team. And applies slow. He applies slow to the enemies and applies speed up to self and all Sinister 6 allies if any enemy has speed up. So this is very nice to start the second node. For sure, Red Goblin Carnage were the best. Especially I like Red Goblin because he heals all allies with 30% here that kept the Superior 6 survivable. Vulture also give them 50% drain. And Vulture did do some cool stuff. He clears off taunts and positive effects here and applies slow and also goes fast at the beginning if there's heroes he gains speed bar, and here he does 25% reduce the speed bar. This does damage more to people that are lower than 50%, so this can give a killing blow, and it kind of synergizes. He kind of synergizes with the Hive Mind in a way of looking at it, because when people die, he will gain speed bar also. So, and then he can do damage and drop people and give speed bar to the other two. So there is speed bar synergy or shenanigans there. Craven is nice. He does put out ability block, offense down to many people, hits many people so he can drop them. He applies some blitz as well and slows, which is very nice. And this isn't trash. He gains counter. He can, I don't know too much if he stops on chains, but he at least does some extra damage. The worst, the less valuable player was Lizard by far, at the point that I would suggest Spider Slayer instead of him. I like Lizard more. I think he has some plug and play use that Spider Slayer doesn't. I did gladly do Vulture and Graven because I use them both in War and in Cosmic Crucible, while Lizard and Spider Slayer don't get the level of use in War for me and the importance than Vulture and Graven have. But Lizard is plug and play in Crucible. You can put him against a team that has Spider-Verse, that are many people, like Black Cat is Spider-Verse, Hive Mind are Spider-Verse. So there are many Spider-Verse people that he can gain a lot of speed bar and then gain taunt and clear their positive effects, steal them. And he has also many death proofs that are nice. He's like a plutonium tank in many senses. Countering Spider-Verse people in Cosmic Crucible. So that's why I did him first, and I like him more than Spider Slayer. Spider Slayer is just damage and he goes usually last. He flips some evades, I guess. This isn't too bad. But Lizard was almost a detriment because his death proofs get flipped by Void Knights and by Spider-Man Big Time. If he gives death proofs to his teammates and then like he spreads all positive effects through self and taunt and regeneration from self to all Sinister 6 allies. So he can give death proof to Craven and Vulture, and then the opponent's Void Knight goes in the opponent's, in their dimension 8. In the nodes there are, I think, 2 Void Knights in the first node that don't drop together. So you have the Void Knight flipping the death proofs to Blitz. That's kinda not very nice. His cooldowns are also kinda long, so But it mostly is the death proofs are determined because they flip into blitz and then he can die easier. Uh, while you also do some other stuff, control wise. I guess this is nice. He steals some positive effects. He removes them. He hits many people. Uh, this can put ability block to Spider-Verse people that Hero Spider-Verse, and there are many Spider-Verse in Dark Dimension 8. But generally speaking, I didn't like Lizard, and I would have done Spider Slayer instead of him. I don't think like Lizard has the death push anyway, so it's not extremely important to have him uh, with more health and doing a little bit more damage by his crits. Spider Slayer is a little bit more. Uh, you want him to have more damage, if this makes any sense, but he's a little bit less important character. He's maybe quicker to sub out if you want to sub out one person for Vulture and you want to have a very strong team. Many times you sub out Spider Slayer in Cosmic Crucible. Lizard also can be plugged in other teams, might have value even after Superior 6 aren't very dominant. I don't know how much this will be the case though, because maybe we won't have many Spider-Verse in the game at this moment. Besides that, I could see an argument for Mysterio, but Mysterio is not too much stat based. He's a kid character a lot more than others. And this would fill some speed bar for Vulture when his summon dies, but at the same time, then wouldn't be any. There wouldn't be two Superior 6 members, and then people wouldn't. The Sinister 6 wouldn't have Drain, and you wouldn't flip the speed up to slow to at the first, the second node at the beginning from Spider-Man Big Time, and it's slow to all enemies. Uh, doesn't just flip it, he puts it on all enemies. Yeah, I very much like the team. I believe that if somebody had Venom and wanted to waste some ions, I guess, it would be a one shot for everyone because Goblin and Current is amazing. And then you could bring like Vulture and I don't know, like I like Graven, but you wouldn't have some stuff. There's a good synergy here. You have Carnage and Goblin gaining speed bar. You have two Superior 6 to activate Vulture passive. I was kind of lazy to reset the nodes too many times because now I'm gonna just stay stuck here for a while at the next section. It will take me a while to get the ions ready, so there wasn't too much of a rush to finish it like 2-3 days earlier. I would still be waiting here, and I have a many days in this event running. If you are watching this at the end of the event, I guess you want to go faster and heal people up and stuff, or reset too many times. Yeah, I love this team. I think Red Goblin Carnage are amazing together, and people are kind of squishy. It's not too difficult to get them under 30% and keep the team going. Plus all the heals he puts out and stuff. Yeah.